Have you ever been in pain? Back pain, neck pain, but maybe it's pain in your finances, maybe it's pain in your relationship. And I was seen as, for many years, I was seen as the go-to person when it comes to back pain, because people thought that the Feldenkrais method is the holy grail. They come, I put my hands on them, and they are healed. But guess what? You have the superpower to heal yourself. So I want to keep it, I have a timer on today. I want to keep it really sweet and short. I know it's the end of the week. I know you might have the pain of time, not enough time. You're still working on getting things done. So let's talk back pain today, because it seems like nowadays with the uncertainty, the emotional challenge, with the fear of maybe losing the job, or fear of getting sick, of catching COVID. Maybe it's because you spend so much more time sitting in front of your computer in Zoom meetings instead of like getting to a meeting, walking there, standing there, moving around. And by the way, there are high performance habits you can do to keep your energy up and to stay much more focused and out of pain, even so you have long Zoom meetings or StreamYard or whatever platform you are on. Okay, so let's go to it. So normally people, when they deal with pain, what do? I guess all of us agreed we have had pain in our lives, back pain in our lives at one or the other time. Maybe we fell, maybe we fell in skiing, we hurt our back, we played tennis, we played golf, we just moved funny, we just got out of bed and suddenly there's this pain there and we think it happens overnight. Lo and behold, this normally doesn't happen overnight. It's the result of something, maybe some misalignment in our body, but also in our mind, in our thinking. And traditional remedies usually are on the outside, just dealing with a symptom, right? You have back pain, you go and see your doctors, they give you medication. You go and see the chiropractor, they fix your spine, and you're probably pain-free for a while. And I have nothing to say against those remedies. I like to do my approach in a holistic way, doable and sustainable. So I want something to be sustainable. How can you get from pain, out of pain, into your power in a sustainable way, to live an active lifestyle like I have? So it's about looking for the root cause, right? And I use the power of three, not just when I deal with CEOs who have pain in their private life, pain in their business, pain in their finances, and pain in their body, or people who come to see me because they are athletes. So they come to see me because they have physical pain most of the time. So people come to see me because of physical pain, back pain, neck pain, knee pain, stroke. People in the business, they come to see me because they are lethargic, not enough energy, not enough courage, not enough influence, not enough productivity, and of course not enough well-being, not enough pain-free well-being. Because if you're completely overweight, if you eat wrong stuff, you have less energy, you show up differently, and you're perceived differently, and probably there are brain fog in your negotiations, and you don't get the best deals. So wherever we start working on a person in pain, I personally think you have to address the whole person. It's not only the body, it's not just the mindset. You have to see the person as a whole. So I use my system, the power of three. So we work on their mindset, the mission, and the moves. Because I believe if you want to have lasting change, it has to come from the inside. And the traditional approach, I find, is focusing on one or probably on two, but hardly ever on all those three aspects. So very briefly, and if you want to learn more, I invite you to my private VIP Facebook group. You go to Facebook.com/groups/body and brain mastery, one word, and get access there, and you get more insider trainings, behind the scenes. There are already videos watching, not just for back pain, but just for leveling up in other areas of your life. And you can get the free download of my book, Life Mastery Secrets Revealed. So, first of all, don't, if you want lasting change, don't deal with the symptoms. Symptoms probably, yeah, okay, you want to relieve the pain, but then you have to work on the structure, the underlying issues, the root cause, right? So the mindset. The mindset is, if you always think of the things you can't do, you will not be able to do them, right? If you think of, oh, I used to do this, but now with the pain, I'm not able to do this, your brain hears this, and it will make everything in its power to make this happen to you, right? Number two, the mission. So if you want to get rid of pain and you're asked to do things which are probably unconventional, how important is it for you to be out of pain? Because you might say, Renate, this sounds kind of a weird question. But guess what? Many, many times I have experienced it with clients. They had really bad posture. They were like hunched over. They were in pain. And sometimes after the first session, they could be much more upright. They could expand their lungs. They could breathe freer. They could stand more upright. And there were joys of tears. Tears of joy, not joys of tears, tears of joy sometimes. And guess what? Some of those people went back to this old habit because it was not important enough, because it had to deal with relationships, for example. They didn't want to, and they were not ready to do something about the relationships, so they decided to be in pain. And that was the only constant they have. It was like comfort being in pain. It was theirs, right? Nobody could take it from them. I know, it sounds weird, but it has happened before. And then it's the moves, designing the moves which really move the needle, not those huge things you cannot do, or you do once and it's like, oh my God, this is so strenuous, I can't do this. Not doing something crazy which is actually counterproductive. So it has to be doable, it has to be sustainable, and it has to be holistic in my mind. And so when it comes to the moves, it's again the power of three. EMT, what you eat, you move, and think. And you might think, what do you mean? How does the system EMT support or help me with backache, back pain? First of all, what you eat. When back pain gets chronic, it's inflammation in your body. And there are foods you can have, foods you eat, which fuel inflammation, and there are foods which kind of heal inflammation. So just tweaking things you eat support your healing when it comes to backache. Moves. Obviously, I'm trained in traditional sports. That's my background. I have a master's degree in physical education, but I'm also trained, I'm certified as a Feldenkrais practitioner, and I'm a high performance coach as well, which goes into the third one, the T of the EMT system. So I do lots of traditional moves, depending on the situation, what works. But we do lots of Feldenkrais moves, tiny moves, looking for distinctions, looking for the ease, looking at, things we overlook. How you sit, for example, is so important. The height of your chair, the height of your stool, the height of your computer. Do you sit on your sit bones? And if you think like, what are my sit bones? What do you mean, Renate? I know how to sit. Really? Do you know how to sit that your spine supports the weight of your head, your skull? So this is something which is really important, because if you go and have someone adjust your spine, but you go back to your behaviors, to the moves, the way you sit, the way you turn, the way you walk, over and over, the way you sleep, even you're like in sleeping, the way you sleep has an impact. Your mattress, the height of your pillow, everything is put into consideration when it comes to lasting change. And the last one of the EMT, the thinking, is really, it's the mindset, the use of words, this chatter, the things you tell yourself, all the things you cannot do, because then, of course, what happens? You will not be able to do the things, right? If you talk about pain, pain, pain all the time, you attract more pain. And one of the things I really love, and it's one of my intellectual property terms, it's the but factor. But with one T. I would love to do this, but oh, it's so much better now. But oh, the pain is gone now. But as soon as you use the but, it diminishes everything you said before. Say after a session, clients stand taller, they move, they don't have pain, they can reach, they can bend. And I'm like, how are you feeling? And they say, I'm feeling fantastic, but I'm afraid pain comes back. Or they say, it's so much better now than before, but. So we reframe our inner talk, the way we talk to ourselves. And this helps healing as well. And this is this mental aspect, I think, is completely ignored when it comes to healing, when it comes to get out of back pain. Oh boy, I'm talking way too long. So if you want to hear more about and learn more how you can get out of pain, whether it's back pain, how you transform from a state of pain, of agony, of like breathing in a restricted way, of like showing up posture in a restricted way, to being freer again, having more joy, having more influence, showing up differently, having positive, potentially positive effects on your relationships with yourself and other people, on your business, let me know, reach out to me, and we might schedule a success activation call just to probably shift your mindset to get started. If this resonates with you and you know of people who might benefit from this one, invite them over here or hop over to my private Facebook group, Facebook/groups/body and brain mastery, to get more in-depth training, different aspect. It's like a buffet on how to tweak your performance, how to level up, get from pain, from emotional pain, from physical pain, from financial pain to a new level. Turn those obstacles, excuses, limiting belief systems, turn them into stepping stones and move towards a more potentially more integrated life, a life which is doable, which is holistic, and which is sustainable, a life by design. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Renate, and as a mentor, coach, teacher, I really help people step into their power, get out of their pain, turn obstacles into stepping stones, and lead a life by design with more joy, more money, better relationships, potentially better health, potentially better freedom, more freedom, whatever it is you strive for. Thank you for watching. Have a fantastic day. Love you guys. Auf Wiedersehen.